Do you find yourself constantly battling sugar cravings, feeling stuck in a cycle of overeating and guilt? Does the thought of trying another diet that leaves you frustrated keep you up at night? If you're struggling to break free from sugar addiction and feel like you've tried everything without success, I have been there, and I know exactly how overwhelming it can be. But what if I told you that there's a way to finally eliminate cravings, gain control, and create a lasting, healthy relationship with food without deprivation? A few years ago, I was in the same place. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't break the grip that sugar had on me. My cravings felt impossible to resist, and my eating habits were out of control. But then I discovered a system that changed everything. I learned how to break free from the vicious cycle and developed a lifestyle that gave me true freedom from sugar. Today, I'm living proof that you can have a life where food no longer controls you. And now I want to show you how you can achieve that too. This is not just a theory. This system has already helped countless people struggling with sugar addiction, just like you. Through the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp, I'm handing you the exact roadmap that has helped hundreds of clients regain control, stop cravings, and break free from binge eating for good. Imagine being able to enjoy food without guilt and living your life without sugar cravings controlling you. This program gives you that freedom. So, what do you get when you join? Here is what's inside: a proven, easy to follow, step by step framework to eliminate sugar cravings quickly so that you can stay on track and start seeing fast results. A strategy guide for how to overcome your chronic self sabotage so that you don't fall off the wagon and regain your weight yet again. Tools that help you manage stress, put yourself first without having to put other people last so that you feel guilty, and prevent you from going on autopilot mode. This allows you to feel like you're in control all the time, rather than feeling like you lose control when you get stressed or overwhelmed. And you get live coaching sessions where you can ask questions and get support and bounce ideas back and forth with people that have already accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. A supportive community of people on the same journey as you, who have already made the mistakes and figured out what works and what doesn't work, so that you don't have to risk failure and you can get there faster. Plus, I'm not just some fitness trainer who was born with six-pack abs. I was obese most of my life, addicted to sugar and convinced that I was going to die young and have a stroke before I was 40, because no matter what diet I tried, I could never seem to stay consistent. And I would make promises to myself and break them, and I didn't like myself. I didn't respect myself. I didn't trust myself that I would actually follow through. So this program is based on the one and only thing that ever worked for me and helped me to start acting the way that I wanted to act and to become the person that I wanted to be around food. And I show up in this community every single day and I lead by example. So all that you have to do to get the results that I got is just copy exactly what I'm doing, and you cannot possibly fail, because the system that I teach achieves three things. Number one, it works even when you don't have any willpower to rely on. Number two, it works even when you have no time or energy. And number three, it works even when life is stressful and beating you down. These are the three main things that doom most people to fail. And so imagine that you had a program that anticipates these setbacks and has a plan for all of them built in so that there's nothing that can possibly screw you up. Imagine that you don't need willpower or time or energy, and the program teaches you how to reduce your stress so that life itself gets easier, and therefore it's easier to stay consistent. If this sounds like something that could change your life for the better, would you be interested? I know you're probably wondering, what exactly is the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp? Is it hard? How does it work? The Sugar Freedom Bootcamp is a structured recovery program. It's not a weight loss program. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. And it's designed specifically for those that struggle with sugar addiction and know that they can't just have one bite. When you join, you'll get immediate access to training modules, downloadable tools, and resources that help you start healing your relationship with food and with yourself right away. And yes, it's designed to be practical and doable, even with a busy schedule. You'll get the exact steps to break the sugar habit and regain control of your eating and your life. Do I need to have strong willpower? Do I need to have tried everything already? Do I need to completely give up everything I love? No, no, and no. Whether you've been struggling for years or you're just starting your journey, the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp meets you where you're at. You don't need extreme willpower, just the desire to stop the cravings and to have more integrity with food and freedom and peace. You don't have to give up everything you enjoy. In fact, part of the program is helping you love the foods that you're eating and to not feel guilty about them or to obsess over them. This is about finding balance, not restriction, because nobody can stick to a diet. Diets are miserable. We want you to love your life so that you don't want to cheat on it. Now, there are many ways to eat healthy when you're socializing and when you want to participate in the social tradition of eating, while still being able to burn belly fat and feeling totally confident and in control and at peace with yourself, and not fighting and having that war with that little devil on your shoulder. So over the years, since I lost all of my weight, I found many ways to make fast, easy recipes that taste really good. And I've never had to feel left out when I'm socializing, even though when I get home, I weigh less than I did that morning. Imagine coming home from vacation or from Christmas lighter than when you left instead of heavier like everybody else. So let me share some stories from people who have lived a sugar-free lifestyle and gotten amazing results. So Kara improved her health and she's slimmer now than when she was in high school. Amy lost 90 pounds. So look at the difference in how her clothes fit. You can do that too. Renee learned how to reward herself without food, and she lost almost 40 pounds. And here we have Courtney. She lost 60 pounds, and she finally got under that 200-pound mark that she'd been working on for so long. Now, these people were once where you are now. They had tried and failed every program out there for years and years, and nothing had ever worked reliably and sustainably until they found the right strategy that was tailored for them. This system helped them achieve lasting success. So how is that possible? How do you know what you should trust or not trust? The truth is, you see people out there getting results, right? And you compare yourself to them and you're jealous of them and you wonder, why are they losing more weight? And what are they doing that I'm not doing? What am I doing wrong? You know it's possible to get results. And you've also seen people lose weight and keep it off, right? So here's why this program is different. Here's why you are going to get results this time. You're not learning from some faceless corporation whose business model is focused around retention, charging you a recurring subscription every month for the rest of your life and keeping you reliant upon the program. These programs have no incentive to help you succeed because then you would graduate and you would move on and you would stop paying them. They're built to make you fail so that you're up and down and back and forth forever. At this point, you're joining a group led by somebody who's personally already overcome these issues, who's going to help you learn and graduate so that you can move on with your life and never have to worry about another weight loss plan or a diet ever again. Because I'm not judging my success based on having a million people paying a monthly fee. I'm basing my success and I'm getting my dopamine and my self-esteem from how many people I helped to transform their lives and say, Alex's program worked when nothing else ever did. That's what I'm trying to do. And so I have an incentive to help you succeed as quickly as possible and to graduate and to move forward. So here's the truth. If you keep doing what you're doing, giving into cravings and feeling stuck in the binge restrict cycle, promising yourself day after day that you're going to stay on track, only to lose focus and motivation a few weeks later and end up right back in the food again, then you'll keep getting the same frustrating results that you've been getting. But it does not have to be this way. You can become one of my success stories. Imagine what it would feel like to have an amazing before and after photo, like the other people that you just saw. Now, over 50% of the clients who join the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp experience serious, amazing, life-transforming change within just a few weeks. Think of the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp as a reset for your relationship with food. Just like a fitness plan helps you to reach physical goals, like toning up under your arms, this bootcamp is designed to help you achieve lasting freedom from sugar cravings and overeating habits and those vicious cycles that you've kept falling into year after year. No more guessing, no more quick fixes, just step-by-step blueprint for a life that's free from that self-sabotage and that insecurity and that depression that sets in when we hurt ourselves with food. Now, people typically spend hundreds, even thousands on treatments, diets, and programs that never work because they don't address the real problem. But with the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp, you're getting access to a proven system that works without the high price tag. All I ask in return is that you commit to this process, you make it a priority, you give yourself loving permission to put yourself first for once. and show up for yourself. Not just for you, but for the people that love you, that if you're operating at 30% of your potential, you're hurting them. But if you can take care of yourself and operate at 100% of your potential, I mean, I want you to think about it and say it out loud. Like, how do your children or your grandchildren or your siblings or your spouse benefit from you having the energy and the confidence and the motivation to leave the house and be seen and to participate and not sit on the sidelines? It's not just for you anymore. You have to do this for them too. So I'm just going to ask that you commit, you take that leap of faith and you just go for it. So if that sounds fair, are you ready to take the first step? And by the way, here's the best part. This system is easier to implement than you think. You'll start seeing results really quickly in days, not weeks, not months, not years. If you can follow a simple plan and make small changes over time, you can break free from sugar addiction, even if you feel like nothing has ever worked before and you can't seem to keep yourself focused. Interested? Great. I know that breaking free from sugar addiction can feel really overwhelming, especially if you failed a million times in the past and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if it's going to be any different this time. I always make such a big deal of it and I promise that it's going to be different. And then it's like, I forget about all my commitments and I just start going back to old ways. I've been there a million times. I know what that's like. So where do you even start? How do you manage these cravings? How do you stop sabotaging yourself? How do you stop feeling deprived and resentful that you have to be on this diet for the rest of your life? That's exactly the type of stuff that we're solving in the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp. I've removed the guesswork. I've thought ahead about all of the things that cause people to fall off the wagon and slip through the cracks. So you can focus on doing the stuff that works, that causes that motivational change deep inside, so that you're not relying on willpower, but you have a new discipline and a new way of thinking that makes it really easy to stay on track without going back to old ways. So here's what happens next. Click the button to join the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp. Once inside, you'll get immediate access to training and resources that you need to finally break free from sugar cravings. You'll also be able to join live coaching sessions and connect with others that are on the same journey. So the worst thing that can happen, you join, you get free training, and you walk away with tools that are going to help you for the rest of your life. No strings attached, no charge. That's the worst case scenario. So what's the best thing that could possibly happen? Well, you completely transform your relationship with food for the better. You eliminate your cravings. You have a sense of peace and control around food, even when you're surrounded by temptations. And you finally get to live a life that's free from the control and the weight gain that comes from those cravings for sweets and carbs and sugars. So what are you waiting for? Join the Sugar Freedom Bootcamp today. Click the button below and let's get started. And remember, there's no risk in joining. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. This is your chance to create lasting freedom from sugar addiction. With over 50% of my clients experiencing significant results within just a few days or weeks, which of course gives you a lot more motivation early on because you're seeing quick results. This is your opportunity to finally break free from that sugar addiction that's had its grip around your neck for so long. So click the button, join the community, come hang out with me and everybody else, and start your journey today. I'll see you soon.